What it do, YouTube? It's OG Mr. Mont back at y'all with another video. Check this out. You got rumors that Errol Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman finishing up negotiations for a fight. The thing is that the fight is supposed to be at 154. I mean, it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight. I know Errol said he would never fight Keith Thurman, but you know, he really is left no choice. Now, me personally, if Errol Spence Jr. is gonna move up to 154, I don't know if he plans on coming back down to fight Terrence Crawford at 147 for undisputed, but I wouldn't do that. I just don't think that it's good for him to move up. And you know, I ain't no biologist or nothing like that who specializes in that type of shit. But from what I've seen in the past, prime example, Roy Jones Jr. Moved up to heavyweight. But you know, the big difference is Roy moved up a couple of weight classes. You know, but still moving up to 154, where you probably physically will be at your best. You'll be able to pack on a little bit more muscle. You know, probably be, you know, at your best as a fighter, in my opinion. And then for one fight, and then basically move back down to fight Terrence Crawford at 147, cutting your body back down like that, which, like I've said before, Errol's eyes look sunken in to me the last couple of fights. And again, he put the weight back on well, and when he put the weight back on, he looked good. But for the most part, he didn't look that good. He just looked like a skinny ass black dude on the scale, you know, who drained himself from all his water and everything else. But you know, he didn't look all that. You know, people say he looked good on the scale, and I guess I'm definitely not a pro at how people are supposed to look on the scale. But his eyes looked pushbacks, you know, around the eyes looked sunken in to me. And I just don't know how good of an idea it'll be to move up to fight Keith Thurman at 154 and then move back down, if that's your plan, to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. I think you definitely putting yourself at a disadvantage doing that. You know, I don't think you'll be at your optimum level if you do that. If you move up and move back down. I mean, I don't know if that's the plan or not, but if that is the plan, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea, especially against Bud Crawford. As a matter of fact, against anybody. I just think you building yourself up and then taking away from yourself, going up to 154 and then moving back down to 147 for all the marbles down there. I wouldn't leave nothing to chance. You know, I know you said in the past that you've had a hard time making 147. And I think that once you do move up to 154, you need to stay there. All this up and down, and you know, that it just can't be healthy. It's hard enough on you guys being you 5'9", weighing 147 pounds. That, you know, that's just not normal. It's not normal, you know. But you know, if you move up to 154, man, you need to stay at 154. Just drop the belts and go ahead on your journey at the 154-pound division. Leave them up, drop the belts, let them young guys like Boot Sanders, Virgil Ortiz, Stanley Owners, and all those guys, Rasheed Ellis, let all them deal with Bud Crawford down there at 147. But you moving up and down and up and down and up and down, man, that shit just can't, it just can't be good for you. It can't. I mean, I'm saying it can't, but, it's motherfuckers out there that know way more than me. And, I personally just don't think it's a good idea to move up and then move back down, But, if you do move up and fight Keith Thurman, I think you're going to beat the mess out of Keith Thurman because, in my opinion, I think 154 is where you're supposed to be at anyway. And probably Keith Thurman, too. Now, Keith Thurman is not a tall guy, but I think Keith Thurman might have started off his career at 154. I think he might have had a fight or two up there. And then he transitioned down to 147. But if you're gonna move up to 154 to fight, just stay up there, man. You've already accomplished so much at 147. Can't none of Bud Crawford's fans say nothing because Bud had the opportunity to make that fight, to sign to fight you, and he went off and fought somebody else, negotiating with two entities at one time, and then he chose the lesser of the two, And, you can't really knock him because he supposedly got $10 million. But, motherfuckers can't say shit about you moving up. Nobody. Just move up and stay up there, man. I just want to see, how good you would be at 154, where you're not really the biggest guy. Cause man, them guys up there are big, including your stablemate. You got Jamel Charlo, of course, who I know you'll probably never fight. Tony Harris. You got Sebastian Fondura. You got Jared Hurd. I mean, those guys up there are big. So when you move up to 154, you're going to be the smaller guy, almost in most occasions. You got guys like Brian Castano, who's your size, Erickson Lubin, Tim Zoo, but for the most part, you're the smaller guy. But, again, if you're going to move up to 154, man, go up there and stay. Don't come back down to 147 and after you done built your body up, drain it all the way back down to that weight, and then leave yourself at a disadvantage just to become undisputed at 147. I just don't think it's worth that. But you the fighter. I'm pretty sure you done thought about it. If that's what you're doing, I'm pretty sure you done thought about it, and you have access to way more knowledge than I do as far as preparing yourself and your body to move up and down in weight. So, I just, this is just my personal opinion. I just don't think that moving up and down like that, if that's what you're planning on doing, if you plan on moving up and then going back down to 147, I don't like it. But I'm not the fighter. This just one man's opinion. But that's just how I feel about it. It's just my opinion. But you guys tell me what you think. That's all I got. It's the OG Mr. Mont. Salute to the mighty LDBC, and I'm out.